I'm going to quote you some scripture. It says that out of the mouth of Kepha, one of our fathers in the faith, it says that his divine power has granted to you. Let me start over. His divine power has granted unto you everything you need for life and righteousness through our knowledge of him who called us by his own excellence and esteem. Because of his excellence, and he is so highly esteemed in all creation, through that excellence, through his nature, right? He has given us his very great and precious promises that through them we may become partakers of the divine nature, having escaped from the corruption that is in the world because of evil desire. Have you escaped? Have you escaped from the corruption that is in the world because of evil desire? Let no man deceive you, because this isn't about being cool in the hip Torah club. This is about being actually born again and showing the evidence, because you have the fruit of the Spirit, because you're not manufacturing consent, because this isn't high school in America. This is sons and daughters of Zion in the kingdom, in the reign of Messiah, and you better have his mind, and you better be doing the things that he said, because what he said about what's going on in his kingdom is there's a whole lot of healing getting done. And there's a whole lot of freeing people from the bondage of sin and death, and they're actually holy, set apart ones, called emissaries, the aroma of Mashiach to the world, and they are like him. 1 John chapter 2, verse 6 says that anyone who says that they know him will do the things that he did. And if you don't have somebody in your life saying this to you, then you're in the wrong place, my friend. You're in the wrong crowd of people who are telling you lies and saying, you know what, it's peace right now, when your soul knows there is no peace. And they're saying, no, this is what I heard from the prophets. And Yeshua is saying, this is my burden, to set the captives free, to feed the homeless and bring them into your home. I told you through the prophet Yeshayahu in Isaiah 58, I told you how to do this. He said, no more pointing the finger at everybody else's tragic consequences, because the curse and the blessing are for all, and alike humankind are all underneath my eye. And I'm the one watching everything. Isaiah 45 verses 6 and 7 says, there is no other Elohim. I'm the one who creates light and darkness. You want the gospel, son? Read Deuteronomy 28 and rest in the promise that is Isaiah chapter 7. For there is no other Elohim but me. I do all these things. I make peace and create calamity. If you read it in the Hebrew, it says, I create evil. And you want to know how it works? Just read the scriptures. All of them. Read Deuteronomy 28. And then Matthew 5:17 is going to start making real good sense, because, hey, buddy, I've been reading these scriptures wrong all this time, and I don't understand the codex for how to walk the line, for how to walk in the way with Yeshua. I don't understand the context. I don't understand what he's saying about himself, because I don't really get his character, because I haven't walked in his shoes. His name is Yeshua, bro. He's a Hebrew. It's 2021. It's time for all these white boy little preacher Christians. Preacher boys, come listen to me. I'll tell you how it is, and I can spit like this all night long, because he's given me the strength to go the distance, and I've got what I need. I need endurance, because like a son, he's disciplining all of those that he brings in. He puts through the fire and purges. And if you just keep pressing through the flame, and you keep lifting up his name, and you repent after you've fallen down back into unholiness, then you will make it, my friend. You will get out. You will get out of the darkness, but it's all in or nothing. The one who has been chosen for the kingdom puts his hand to the plow, and he doesn't look back, because anything less is not fit to enter in. You must become like children and stay that way. Little children, do you not know? Do you not know? Like John says, stay away from idols, little children. Anything that you would lie to yourself about. Like Cain says, lie to himself. He lied to himself. He's a liar from the beginning. That's the self. And all this talk about the devil and his little horned goat Baphomet, running around scaring little children who are on the internet, soaking in YouTube and not knowing which way's up or down or right or left. And everybody's as confused as the nations, the Goyim. Nobody knows what I'm even talking about because you can't even read the language that he's speaking right now. And it's all about the pure tongue and the pure bride, because he's coming. And if you can't see that, you're behind the times and you're not riding the prophetic wave. He is making his entrance into the earth. And let the righteous remain in their righteousness, and the wicked woke to the grave. They can't get out. Because once you've taken that, you take the blue pill all the way down the rabbit hole, because there ain't no peace in the matrix, my friend. Ignorance is not bliss, because you've already been woke to it, bro. You already know what this is. It's not just a tool in your right hand. This is your forehead. Your third eye is trapped like a genie in a bottle in the lamp that you're holding up for all the world to see who you are. An actor in front of a screen, playing games, pretending like you're somebody when you're nothing, filtering and propping up your image as you literally manipulate and measure time with your little device. And you think it's reality, but it's not. It's some machine that's hallucinating for you. And when Yeshua comes back, you're going to be trapped in the beast. And all you'll be able to do is raise your camera up to the sky and say, wow, let's take a video of that. And the whole time you'll be watching the screen and you'll miss everything. Everybody falling to their knees all around you, crying out his name because they see the King of Kings. And they're not looking through a viewfinder. They're not watching a video about him. They are seeing him. You want to see the King of the earth? All of y'all. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the darkest Satanist. I don't care if you're a politician, which is worse than the darkest Satanist. I don't care if you're a baby eating, raping, bestiality loving, porn-ridden little monster on the dark web. You need to hear this. You are woke, son. This is way beyond Neo and the Matrix. This simulation is real. It's been created by algorithms that have been attacking your sovereignty for almost 2 decades. And since 2014, they announced the new bubble, my friends, which is data. Okay, we went through the housing crisis. All right, we went through the dot-com burst. We've gone through the second Great Recession. Okay, Donald Trump literally brought us to the brink of war and started an insurrection and put a big red target on every Christian's back. You might need to check in on your domestic terrorist threat level, because once you focus the resolution back on your life the way they've got you dialed in with drones, Skynet from China, and your own phone, which is literally just a massive experiment. Literally, you are just a giant walking tool. You're just a giant human pedometer. And this thing is telling you where to go, where to take your next right-hand turn. Literally, you want me to prove it? Get out of your phone for 7 days, and you'll have a Black Mirror-like wake-up call where you won't even know what's up or down, and you'll be so confused and scared. And you'll have to learn what it is to survive again. And it might even feel illegal, especially if you're on probation and you smash your smartphone, and that's the only way they can get a hold of you, and you say, you know what, forget this. And guess what? I'm leaving the state, and I'm not asking permission. Just test them out. You want to see if people are following you like Michael Jackson? I always feel like somebody's watching me. Let's change it. Let's change the tune. Put it down. Smash the screen. Smash the camera that's watching you. Smash this mouth that has been controlling your life all this time, and it's not even the real you, because the quantum paradox proved you to be a liar from the beginning. I'm talking to you, reflection. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I'm talking to you, darkness. Look at your shadow again. Look at this shadow person that's in the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Just center yourself like the Wizard of Oz in the midst of the illusion. Take a good look, because that's all that the Father sees when he looks down at you, is you, like Bel and Nebo, stooped over yourself. spilling your seed on the ground. All that eternal life that he put in your eyes, all that fire, you're just spilling it out on the ground like some rotten little worm. Literally just consumed with masturbation and pornography. Just pretending to be a worship leader, and you're just like dead in your darkness. Hold that phone far away from your body and listen to me and just look at yourself like I am right now. Driving, totally obsessed with what I'm saying and no one else. Look at it. That's the self. And that's the guy who will be staring at you from the inside out in hell forever when you burn because you gave up to be this fallen angel of a monster. Hello. They call me Cyrus the Virus because I broke the black box. And I found the way in. I found the way in. You see me. You see me now. Because now I'm looking at you when I was looking at me. You wanna break the fourth wall. You wanna wake up like Neo and fall far, far, far beyond anything you ever thought could be reality. Just smash your phone and try to live in this world the way it is. Smash it! I don't care who needs to get a hold of you. Get a flip phone. Transfer your number. Smash it and get the SIM card out of it and see if I'm not wrong. Smash it. Get your SIM card out of it. Get another phone. Don't put your SIM card in it. Use the number on the other phone. Hold on to your SIM card so you can just finish this experiment. Okay? Go get your other phone. It won't cost you it'll be less than $100 to get a decent smartphone. They're $60 at Walmart with a $45 card. A little bit over $100 if you go that route. And just search a couple of videos on YouTube and make a few phone calls and text just a few people. Don't save any contacts. Watch how fast they got you. You think I'm lying? Your whole profile will snap up on YouTube so fast. They know you, man. Your algorithm, they know your patterns. They know your gait. They know how you walk. The gyroscopes in your phone, literally the cheapest phones can measure how you gait, how you walk, yo. It's called your gait. And they've got you think I'm playing. This is a science fiction movie at the end of the ages. This is reality. This is what they're going to try to sell you in the beast system. And it's not even going to be offered to most people. This is just straight up for communists. There is a factory where they can install your consciousness into a digital software encrypted cyber secure warehouse. Literally, that will synthesize you into software. They'll transcribe your soul into a digital avatar that they've been following you around with for I'd say since Minority Report. Since they literally straight up told you that precogs are measuring the moments of your life, and our little artificial intelligent human things, mediums, are making decisions on the fly about who you are without any human intervention. All machinery. Based on advertising schemes and things that you've signed up for. Remember, don't forget to take your eye off the ball. Look at yourself. Straight up, man. You are a surrogate. You are a cyborg zombie replacement. You're not even a real human anymore because you've got this giant monolith for a forehead. Turn your phone landscape for just a second, and why don't you just stick it up there and see if it doesn't turn into a straight up pyramid on your forehead, because you're so woke you know exactly what I'm saying. Sacred rectangle and every other secret of Satan all up in your right hand, and your eyes are wide black and open like Tom McDonald, throwing that trash on the internet, calling himself the best rapper ever. Let me tell you something, Tom. I just ousted you from the game, bro. You didn't even know what to say, yo. I could take you down anytime, and Eminem would be behind me because my rhyme is way better than your little messed up white supremacist darkness that you tried to ride Trump with. You're just a faker, just like all the rest of us. Everybody in front of the screen is a straight up actor, and I don't care how you made it on your own. You got nothing to say, clown, because you pwned, brah. The industry owns you. You submitted to a higher power. But let me tell you, you're still a slut to the beast, bro. You don't know how to get out, but you know you need to. And I know you do all those creepy little things in the dark with all your little dark robe friends singing about your inner demons to the internet so everybody gets crazy and they can pull that king switch, kill switch, kingsman, kill switch. You got me there, bro. Let me tell you something. It's darkness like you could never imagine. Stranger Things, so much creepier in the upside down of reality based on how you're tracking with your little Google Maps tonight and Siri's keeping you on track as you drive down the road because you wouldn't even know where to go if she didn't tell you the next address that is your location based on your desires since they sent you that 15% discount on Facebook and you wanted to go get some Domino's. And so you're on your way to get a barbecue chicken pizza that you really didn't even want, but hey, it's free. And though it's $1 more if we just buy this big cheese pizza or pepperoni, or what was it that you really wanted? And they heard you, sent you a little link and said, why don't you just up the ante and let us upsell you just another little widget that'll make you happy? Because you know it's a lie just like we do. It's a grand illusion. Everybody knows we're all the same. But everybody's forgotten how to interact with one another because everything is turned into these memes. And everything you say is broken down into little abbreviations and acronyms. And you don't even know how to, speak. You don't even know how to answer me, Tom. Tommy, I'm talking to you now. I'm the king. And I just told you like it is. And I'm a whole lot more powerful than your funny little demons. What a clown, that guy. He's just a liar from a shadow that doesn't even exist. Yourself. You know it. And you're just trapped out there in space like poor little Anne Hathaway. You're just on a solo mission to hell. And you think that your little Iron Man spacesuit is going to help you. But I'm going to tell you something. Once he casts you off this earth and cuts down your tree, Nebuchadnezzar, there ain't no coming back. You're going to be flying out there your whole body. And let me tell you what that looks like. Beginning to end. Right? The Hebrew would say, Aleph and Tau. Your beginning and your end. Every moment of it. That giant of a man. Every moment of your life is stored in the photon flow of the river of life, my guy. Wake up. The real thing's going on in the hallucination of the Father's eyes. And you're upheld inside of his mind. And this is nothing but a quantum paradox because the way I act online and the way I act when the camera's eye is on me is a lie. And so are you. And so welcome to Legion, bro. You gonna throw 666s and enter the club with me? Huh? You don't even know how to play this game. I'm the king, bro. I'm way beyond you, Mr. McDonald. And all you other clowns trying to run your politics all over the earth, far beyond you. Because I know who writes the script. At the end of the age, I'm the guy who knows how it goes down. And China the Dragon is invading this country right now because the communists are making their move and they're not backing down. And this is it, my friends. You get out of the matrix now or you become a citizen in the new world order that is controlled by the communists. And they have a plan for you if you don't make the cut. It's called the Squid Games. And they're not playing. They're not. They're running it. It's an organization. It's like the Hunger Games. Only guess who's in the playing field with you? Straight up gladiators who've been training their bodies to kill people for years, and they've been making good money doing it. And they're all around you. It's your favorite sports stars. Throwing 666s. I killed somebody today, like Melek, singing that song about a young man who wounded him, and so he killed him. And he said, let my curse be 70 times 7. Let my curse be like Cain, 70 times 7. Darkness. Let me reign as king of the mountain right now. I'll show you Conor McGregor, bro. I'll put that dude's lights out in style. You think UFC 205 was something to behold? You come over here, Conor McGregor, and I'll show you. I'll show you what it is to be. Because that's all there is. You want to talk about manifesting, Connor? I'll show you. I'll show you how to manifest reality instead of this little fart that is your concept of an American dream gone sour because some dude from Russia called you on your BS and said, I'll stomp the dog trash out of you, son. And he did. For the sake of all decency, he put the Torah on you, bro, and brought some Islamic reality into your world and said, I'd smash you and I'd smash your whole country because that's the world we're living in. That's the world. And democracy is done because everybody's been running their mouth too much. And this is the new I. This is the new I. This is the woke one. If you're part of the machine and you are saluting the beast right now, throw these up on your arms if you got the vaccine. Throw it up. Okay, sign. Okay then. I'm good. I got my vaccine. I'm part of society. I can be in the next level of the Squid Games if I don't die from this zombie virus that they just flooded my blood with, and the clots that I can feel literally in my appendix and my pancreas and my liver. And all the stones that I built up from all that junk food I ate are just stopping up everything, and I don't even have time. I don't have any more white blood cells to fight this infection that's inside of me because whatever they gave me, this COVID virus, this crazy pandemic strain of darkness that they put inside me is turning me into a machine. Straight up cyborg zombie. You are marked by the beast, and you are nothing. You are nothing. You call yourselves sons of Ketem and the army of darkness. Let me tell you something. You ain't nothing compared to him. The king of the universe, Yeshua HaMashiach, is coming for you, and he owns the world. He owns you. He owns you in your whole artificial intelligent R&D program. He owns you, America and China. He owns all of y'all. The sun who rises every day, you call it a flat earth because you're scared to death of the reality that you are upheld inside the eyes of a giant, impenetrable, uncrackable, unfadable. You cannot turn this machine off. It's called time, and you will not invent anything that can stop the Messiah of the ages, Yahoshua ben Elohim, Yahoshua Melek haOlam, Yahoshua Melek haYahudim, Yahoshua Melek haMelekim, Yahoshua Malakim haYahweh, Hu'ol Eolamim Ramenisha Kasak Ve'ematz me'od achi Kasak. You got to be strong and courageous and choose right now if you're going to be the Lord's. His name. What we know of his name is it's Yeshua. He's the king. And he made himself visible in the form of a man. Yahoshua. 2,000 years ago, a Jew, a Yehudim, one of our brethren, arose up and he walked the Torah in perfection. And then he was put on a stake and sacrificed like the Pesach. And he was burned up in the wrath, just like Isaiah 53 says. He was taken into the darkness of the abyss, in the sea of his father's forgetfulness, and he was burned up completely. For it says that the full cup of the wine press of the fury of Yah's wrath was poured out on the Son, Yeshua HaMashiach, and everything that you deserved, all your hellfire, was poured out on him forever. Forever. It wasn't nails that he was afraid of in that moment in the garden. He didn't deserve what was coming at him. And what he said in the garden was, I want to be tzaddik, righteous before you, a righteous one, a son of Zadok, Melchizedek. Oh, that you would not put sin upon me, for I cannot bear it. I am righteous. I want no part of unholiness. Oh, you have called me Kadosh and Kadosh Ata, Abba. So, have your will with me, and let me be faithful to this destiny that you have prepared for me to die, cursed on the tree. Let me see salvation offered to all the world. I will take this upon myself if it is your will for me. But hear my cry as your righteous son who has never once sinned and never will. You know, Father, that I do not wish to betray you. You know my heart and that I want to consume everything for every person in all the earth. And so I will bear their sins, and you can put every one of them on me. And you know my heart that I will not fall to dishonor you, but I will fall forever so that I can eclipse hell, so that I can fall straight through the darkness into your everlasting arms, because I know once I conquer hell and the grave, I will be falling into your embrace. And that's the gospel, Tom McDonald. That's turning your heart to Yeshua. And forget church, bro, because that's a circus. And everybody's woke to the pagan reality that is the Greek Gnostic dog trash that the world's been trying to sell to you and me and everybody. You can thank the Catholics for that. And the Jews. You think they're called Jesuits for a reason, bro? They're everywhere. They're vampires. They're old, dude, and they've been dead so long, they gotta hunt people for that adrenal chrome. I'm spitting straight truth. You got Kanye throwing triangles. You got Bieber throwing sixes over his left eye. You got him telling you right now, nothing's gonna happen to Epstein, because that would be all of us. Because we all hunt people on secret little islands, playing our own little versions of Hunger Games, and some of our people are really good at it, make a lot of money exporting that smut, dog trash, like snuff film porno, straight up murder porn, exporting it to the dark web all over China, because they're so 666'd out the yin yang. They got people apologizing on national television and in national technocratic platforms. I'm sorry, China. I didn't mean to jeopardize anything or any of our future together. We believe in you, China. Anybody remember that pandering? Who was that? Oh, yeah, he's got a movie. He's got a movie coming out right now that's supposed to smash the records in China. Suicide Squad, John Cena. It's supposed to just hit the streaming services and go wild. I better apologize to China because they pay my bills. They're running the simulation, y'all. They've cracked our firewall. Afghanistan was a straight up surrender. You want some truth? Come on and listen. 2 months before that, when Russian hackers stopped the flow of gasoline by taking over a company that runs a transmission line in the United States. Transmission line got shut down, and the administration is going, we don't know what to do for a week. It's a private company. We can't. While literally the economy in America gets thrashed by just another setback, but they're not interested in measuring our success by keeping us in the on current events. They're not trying to nuke something like that in the bud and bringing in the DOD to knock a cyber attack out from another country, because it's a private company. We literally by law cannot help this company. They're private, and they control the flow of gasoline distribution to a huge section of the United States, and we have no control. We have to respect them. They have to have time to figure this out. And guess what? The gas gets turned back on, not because they were able to figure it out, because Russia said you can have your gas back. And Biden shows up, probably in that same week, or maybe at the end of the week, right after it happens, with Putin on national live television, and says, well, here's a list of 16, it's just a joke, it's just a joke, but here's a list of the most critical infrastructure systems that we have in America, and if you shut these down, it'll cripple us. Please don't. You know, we're just kind of playing around. It's a joke, but we already know that because everybody's so woke. They've all cracked the internet, and everybody's inside of everybody. And we all know whose AI is stronger because China's already whooped us all, and they can get in and out of our system without even being, I mean, you don't even have to. It's kind of like having an FBI badge. You just walk in and out wherever you want to go. You say whatever you want to say. I'm an undercover detective, and this is my show now. It's federal jurisdiction, and you need to just back up. If you're one with the technocracy, you know what I'm talking about, beast. I'm speaking of all y'all beasts. All one legion. All y'all. Straight up beast mode. Straight up. Israel Adesanya, got that flow down. Making them YouTube videos, 100,000K, bro. Everybody wants to hear what you got to say because you straight up style been in the world now. And you thought Conor McGregor had something to show until Israel Adesanya showed up and said, dude, you need to get international because this guy's whooping tail. Conor McGregor was just a clown. This is the new UFC. Straight up killers up in here. And you put me in a ring without any gloves and a knife. I'll show you how it goes down. And that kid on the black market, straight up, like when he gets old and needs to do something different, he can make a killing. Set for life, killing people. And you know what? The Chinese are making really good excuses. It's purged forever, baby. And if you don't make the PC correctness, like the politically correct cut, the PC gauge is your social media. And Zuckerberg is just as communist as Xi, bro. I mean, you're looking at all the same people. Straight up, Lady Gaga told you what it is. This is where you stop listening to me and look at yourself strong in the mirror. Because at the inauguration of Joe Biden, strong, look at yourself in that big black void. Joe Biden, just look at your eyes as you watch this video. You got a big black spot there. Just focus in on your own eyes and listen to what I'm saying. Lady Gaga straight up got up on the stage, the world stage, at the inauguration wearing a Hunger Games dress. Who do you think came up with the idea? It's straight up communism. It's straight up 100 million people have died in Chinese communist detention camps playing the Hunger Games for literally a century. They're just showing you what they're doing over there. It's not sci-fi. They've got Skynet, the name of their largest artificial intelligence R&D state-funded programs. It's bulletproof, y'all. China is dominating the world. They got the largest army and the largest navy. Their Belt and Road Initiative literally has infiltrated every country, including and especially America. I mean, literally they fund everything, including the movies. They own our national debt. They own Australia. I mean, Mel Gibson was trying to say something about this years ago, and they just told him, shut up, stop talking about it. We're going to make conspiracy theory and make you famous. But you have to shut your mouth. Stop talking about Chinese incursion because that's not popular. And Mel Gibson was like, crap, I'm 25 years old. I can see the dragon, and they want me to bow down to it. They literally, and they want to feed off of of the state of being that I'm in, this just torn up, destroyed state of stress and distraught, just darkness. Because I realize the beast is on the earth, and it's a machine, and it's an artificial intelligence designed by the Chinese, and their Skynet is literally dominating every camera on the planet because they broke through the firewalls, guys. And now it's no longer conspiracy theory and black helicopters with Catcher in the Rye. It's the reality. It's Terminator 2, but they've got cyborg machine bodies, human beings who are literally owned by the algorithms that drive them around. Their YouTube flow is the eternity feed, the infinity scroll literally has them locked down into a false digital virtual reality that you are creating for yourself. China's got an avatar body based on all of your pedometry, everything they took off of your little gyroscope, every video, everywhere you go, your heartbeat, because your Fitbit's on you like crazy. You're just part of this literal machine. And you're just a rat in the cage. And they're measuring everything. And every time you take a video, they can see a little cancer spot. You can see the acne. They can see your lack of sleep. And literally, they just update your digital avatar seamlessly. The algorithms have no problem with this anymore. So wake up. I'm talking to you and you're talking to me. Look at yourself in the eyes and remember how to be human and speak without words and say to yourself, I need to get out. You, this guy that I'm talking to, say to yourself right now, I got to get out. I got to get out because this guy literally has control of my mind. This video is so scary and real that I can't stop. And I literally can't stop watching the next YouTube video either. And they're all just talking about the truth, but this scary dude is telling me something that Morpheus couldn't even get close to figuring out. Because this isn't a Hollywood, this isn't Hollywood, y'all. This is the real news media showing you what's coming down the pipe. This is real. There are elites who are hunting children for their adrenal chrome. All over the world, they're drinking the blood. This is Kesha on stage with a human heart, sucking down Darjeeling with Rio Tanny and her little sister, straight out of a movie. Straight out of getting woke like Toy Story. Like Buzz Lightyear, dude. Get out. It's not a movie. Get out. Smash your smartphone. Start learning how to use your head. Get out. Because you're about to be found to be a communist or you're a domestic terrorist threat. And if you're an extremist in this day and age, don't you realize all the Democrats are totally communistic scientists? Like, they believe in climate change because it gives them the right to be the arbiters of the truth at the end of the age. This is their narrative that they spun for us, and science is telling everybody in academia, in the political world, in the science world, they're saying we have to reduce human beings from the planet. We have to literally wipe these people off the planet. And they have figured out through HARP and all kinds of cloud seeding and geoengineering systems, literally how to storm people out of existence. And Adam Fink, you know exactly what I'm talking about, because at Parable of the Vineyard, Pesach 2021, you got flooded, literally washed away. And nobody died because the Father was with you, bro. But I'm telling you something right now, Benny Yah, you and Cody, listen up, you little wolf eaters. That's what I've nicknamed the Parable of the Vineyard guys. They're wolf eaters. I mean, these guys are monsters, bro. Straight ex-military militia types, all up in Parable of the Vineyard. And Adam Fink is this retired Marine who's meeting in a Legion, in an American Legion hall. Literal pentagrams everywhere. This kid's so woke. He's got everything that I'm saying in his YouTube videos about artificial intelligence everywhere, but he won't call anybody out, and he won't say, guys, it's time to put it down, because his YouTube account makes so much money and he's got so much clout. The dude literally refuses to be honest at the end of the age and say, guys, it's time. You've got all the information you need from me. I have put out the Torah for you. I have put out the truth, and it's time to start living it. It's time to get away from the darkness of the world in every way you can. And the number one thing you can do right now is to smash that screen and start listening in his presence. And let me tell you what you can do next. Once you've done that, which is huge, I'm going to show you what to do next. This is my little existence, y'all. This is my house. I'm sorry it's a mess, but this is where I live. This is my car. And I got stuff everywhere. Well, get a Bible. I just had mine on me. But get you a Bible. You know what I'm saying? Like get the word in you. Right? Like, read Matthew 5:17 and figure out what it means to walk in this. Thanks, Adam, for a book, because that's one thing you are doing right, is handing out literature that people need to read. I appreciate that. Hallelujah Scriptures. Send him a big old thing of good scripture. And Adam hands it out. I give you props where it's due, bro. You know? But worshiping yourself on those weird worship videos that you're making where you literally just... dude. I mean, I listen to my own music too sometimes, but, you know, that's all you listen to. And people trying to explain to you, bro, hey, like, you're off key a little bit. And it's kind of upsetting to try to figure that out without offending you. But if I just tell you, man, you're off key, a little bit, you don't have to get offended, bro. I'm not trying to be your God, bro. I'm not trying to rule your life. I'm not trying to manipulate you and make you the kind of worship leader I think you should be. I'm not trying to make you prophesy, bro. I'm not trying to call you like other people's names that the Father didn't say was true about you, Adam. You said it to me yourself. You said, I'm proud of the name Adam Fink. I don't want any change. I ain't going to try to rename you somebody weird like, David's a cool name. David, that's legit, bro, but I'm not going to try to rename you. I'm not going to try to like baptize you in the name that I don't understand. I don't even know if you understand it. Yahushua, I don't get it. You haven't even explained it to me. Bro, I told you I was going to come back with a vengeance, but it's not like you understand. This is reality that we have to discuss, bro. The smartphone is like the darkness, and you got to get out. And there's no possible way. There's no possible way to get into his kingdom if both your hands aren't on the plow, bro. On time. In time. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 is chapter 6. 2 Corinthians chapter 6 goes like this. Okay? Oh, that you would not receive the grace of Elohim in vain, for there is an appointed time, and there is a day of salvation, and behold, see, do the Shema, look with the eyes of Elohim, the mind of Mashiach. Behold, now is the time. Behold, today is the day of salvation. There is no other time, Paul. There is no other time. Paul's telling you just like it is. He said, imitate me as I imitate Messiah, Yeshua, the King of Kings, Melek haOlam. Imitate me, because we're kings, and we're priests, and we're whatever he is, because his blood is flowing through our veins. And if you don't believe that, you're not a Christian. But it's worse, because Matthew 7 says that so many people will come to me in that time and say, did we not do all the things that you told us? We cast out demons in your name. We did all of these things that you said to do. And he'll say, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of lawlessness, because you took my name, my good name, and you cast it about like you knew something about me, but you lived in darkness your whole life, pretending being a hypocrite in the church, disguised as a sheep among wolves. Because, bro, right now, it's like the ancient world. It's like the days of Noah, and only 8 people got out. Only 8 people. Okay? Joshua and Caleb were the only 2 of a generation who made it across the wilderness and entered Canaan. The promise, bro, is for those who are faithful. And those spies that brought a bad report, they got destroyed. Literally like you would drag somebody behind a horse. Yeshua, and he says in the scriptures, I'd put a hook in your nose and drag you across the ground. I'd snatch you up out of your tent so fast, like Pharaoh, I'd make a mark on you. I'll make a mark out of your ground. I would erase you like Sodom and Gomorrah. In Luke, he says, I have anxious to bring my fire on this earth. Anxious, because he's a just judge and he sees what needs to be burned. Trees that are dead, brittle, and rotten all over the place need to be cut down and thrown in the fire. And there's a couple of trees of life that he's trying to keep alive in his garden. Trying to keep it alive. He's trying to give you life. He's scraping the manure in right now. But the master already come for 3 years looking at you, trying to find out, Peter, do you love me? And the master's still there with you. You're still breathing, aren't you? You still got the breath. That's the ruach. That's the spirit. And everything that comes out of your mouth, if you can say Yeshua is the Lord, if you can say Yeshua is the Melek haOlam, the king of the universe, the king of the cosmos, Melek shamayim, king of the heavenlies and the hosts of heaven, Yahuwah Tsavaot. If you can say these things, let all the world be anathema. You stay on the course. If you can walk in Matthew 5:17, understanding that Revelation 14 calls you to be one of them. If it is you, by belief, you better stand up and do it. You better be one of the lost tribes of Israel. You better be one of the nations who submitted and is a God-fearer. And you better recognize how to say his name, because it's Yah. And he's a Hebrew. And Zephaniah 3:9 says he's restoring his people to a pure tongue. And it's time to get with the program, bro. And stop calling him Yahuwah, because there's no het in Yahweh or Yahuwah. Okay, there's ways to pronounce his name. That's why I've got a problem. And it's okay. It's okay. We can talk about these things. But you need to get it straight. All of you guys who aren't getting serious, all of you guys who aren't learning the language, all of you guys who are just running in your mouth about your Greek context, like literal perversion of the scriptures, what you think this is, it's not. You've got to be a Jew in your mind. Second Romans 2 style, man. Let me tell you something. The Jew is one born internally of the Spirit, the actual true order of Melchizedek. Okay? Not outwardly, not by the flesh. It's the order. It's the sons of Zadok. It's Samuel, bro. It's people born outside of wedlock. Like, it's Rahab the harlot in this lineage. This is Yeshua HaMashiach. All of y'all need to get it straight. All you YouTube stars need to get it right. This is the end, and it's time to get out. And I'm not making this message to get likes. I'm telling you like it is, because if you don't, you're going to die. Because that's the MOTB, my friend. And you want to cry about the vaccine when you've got the mark in your hand already, and it is the third eye. It is your mind in your right hand. And literally, you're just holding your little soul, your false digital reality, this entire universe of lies and people's commentary that you think is so valuable when it's nothing. And you'll see it if you get out. And you don't believe me? Go spend a week with the Amish, and they'll show you how to live apart from that device. And they'll show you a way towards life. But it's deeper than that. Because there's a time coming when the whole world is going to grab a hold of a bunch of Jews, zeets, and cry out, please take us to Zion. And I'm right here wearing them. Because I know where to go. Because it is the second Exodus, my friends. Make no doubt about it. You come out of the smartphone and he will lead you to Zion. And it ain't going to be easy. I mean, literally, you're going to be on foot, backpacking through mountains. You're literally going to be like the Underground Railroad, plus that lady who took all those kids across the Chinese, straight up, I think it is the Himalayas, to escape communism. You're going to be like Watchmen establishing the underground in America. You're going to be like sheep among wolves. And you're going to be, let me tell you something, like Richard Vermbrandt. You're going to be tortured for Messiah, okay? You're going to be a martyr like Stephen. You're going to sing your heart out, and you're going to show them how to die well without being defeated. You're going to be a man and a woman at the end of the age, and you're going to stand firm because you've got Yod-Hey, Waw-Hey tattooed inside your forehead, and you're not just a little cyborg zombie slave. So wake up. Wake up. It's time to go. It's time to go, Israel. Yisrael, Shema. Shema Yisrael, Yahuwah Eloheinu, Yahuwah Echad.